Hey, let's talk about ticks and removing ticks and prevention of ticks. For those of you who don't know me, I have a whole lot of experience in the woods in the summertime. I've spent, I feel like, over 20 years up in the north woods of Minnesota at a wilderness French immersion camp. La vie est d'un voyageur, celui qui suit son cœur. So for those of you who know what I'm talking about, c'est la celui qui me plaît. But anyway, on to ticks. In this video, or in the post if you prefer to read instead of watch, I'm going to really quickly touch on prevention and then also touch on removal, because there's been a video going around recently about putting essential oil on the tick itself to remove it. And I'll just start there. Maybe if you do get a tick in you, it used to be the protocol, like when I was growing up before Lyme's disease, it used to be the protocol that you would want the tick to back out on its own. So we used to, burn a match and then blow it out and put the hot end of it right near the head of the tick, and the tick would sort of back out. Or we would put Vaseline on it and then it would back out. So there's a video of putting peppermint oil on a tick, and peppermint is a hot oil, and it's the same thing. It would sort of make it uncomfortable and it would back out. Now, since Lyme's disease, we have started a new protocol. We don't do that anymore, because as the tick backs out, being uncomfortable backing out, they also secrete some sort of something or other that they kind of send into you as they're backing out. I forget exactly what it is, but it is thought that that is what carries more of the actual Lyme's disease, and the other yucky things that Lyme's can carry. So you don't want to sort of scare it out. What we do now, and I was taught this by our head nurse, is you take your fingers, if you have a tweezers, use a tweezers, but I don't usually carry one in the woods. Take your tweezers, grab that tick as close as you can to its head, and then just pull, whoop, straight out. Don't twist, don't turn, just boop, pull it out. And that's pretty much it. You should probably keep the tick. They recommend that you keep the tick. You can put it on a piece of tape and tape it onto a piece of paper, things like that. I don't usually carry tweezers nor tape in the woods with me, but stick it in a plastic bag and just have it. So that's removal. Then prevention, there are, I've been experimenting. I feel like I know more about ticks than I know more about essential oils. I'm learning about essential oils, but I've been experimenting with 2 different oils to help keep the critters off of me. One is purification, and the other is citronella. Surprise, citronella. Now, there is citronella in purification, so you can just do this one. There's also lemongrass in purification, and my understanding is that some bees like lemongrass, so sometimes I just go straight for the citronella. But one of the easiest ways to prevent, creepy crawlies from being on you is to make your body not smell good, not taste good, not be something that they want to be around. So what I used to do is, before essential oils, when I was working up at camp, I would take garlic pills, and I would take a bunch of garlic pills morning and night. And we all smelled great up there, really, not so much. But what I tried last summer is putting purification or citronella on the bottom of my feet a couple minutes before leaving the tent. And what happens is the oils move up through your body, and instead of smelling like garlic, I didn't ever notice that I really smelled like the oil, but it's moving through your body and it's helping secrete something, like pheromones or something, so that the creepy crawlies don't like you as much. So I tried that last summer, and it seemed to have an effect. So that is kind of the easy thing, like just put it on the bottom of your feet before you're gonna go outside. I use it on my children as well. I did dilute it for my little kids under 6 years old. I diluted it in a carrier oil first. But there are a lot of essential oils that are mentioned in trying to keep ticks away, so you can grab a bunch of them. But purification, citronella, peppermint is mentioned, lemongrass is mentioned, eucalyptus, tea tree, some people even mention lavender. So if you're wanting to make an actual spray to prevent ticks, grab 1 or 2 of those or 3 of those and try those. I found that I experimented with some homemade bug sprays, and they worked fine for me in my own backyard in the cities, but up north, they didn't quite do as much. I actually personally had more luck with this. So that's what I was using. So there we did removal and prevention. Oh, also, of course, like the basics of prevention, which I feel like everyone knows, but I should maybe mention them. Long pants, socks up over the pants. So tuck your socks in, put your pants over them, and then check. So before you get into the tent or before you get into the house, check on your clothes for ticks, and then once you're inside, you can take all those off and then check for ticks there. Also, if you have long hair, keep it up or cover it with something. I would braid my daughter's hair. I braid my hair up at camp. It's easier anyway. So those are my ideas. I think I mentioned, if I didn't, I should have mentioned that the things that I say are not tested by the FDA. So this is my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor and I don't know much about doctory things, but I know some stuff about ticks. So there you go. Thanks.